I am too old. I don't have time. It's too late. I hear my students say this all the time. And hey, I get it. I used to say the same things to myself and it kept me stuck for over a decade. I am Raj Saha and today I am a L7 Principal Solutions Architect at AWS. During the day, I architect world-scale projects collaborating with some of the best minds on the planet. I travel and speak about technology at some of the largest global conferences in tech, and in my free time, I mentor and teach others how they can do it too. But this is not where I started. I come from a small village in West Bengal, India, from a humble family. Money was always tight, and sometimes we struggled to afford the basics. It was not the easiest way to grow up, but it taught me some valuable lessons. The biggest of which was that hard work was more important than talent. At some point in middle school, my parents were out of work and we only had enough money to keep the lights on in one room. So my parents chose my room so I would have the light to study. They knew that education was the way for me to have a better life. So in the absence of privilege or incredible talent, I got to work. I made it to a Tier 3 college and majored in electronics engineering. That's right, I did not even get a computer science degree. After graduation, I landed a job in the US working in mainframes. I was grateful to have a steady work and excited to be in a new place. But let's be honest, the work was boring right from the start. I figured if I just kept working hard, I would get promoted or climb the ladder to something better, more interesting and with more money. But every day while I sat in an office maintaining systems older than some of my coworkers, I was miserable. I looked around and it seemed like people were moving on and moving up, and I was stuck. The great promotion never came. Is this what I worked so hard for back in India? Putting my studies before everything else? And for this? Hard work is not enough. But fulfilled or not, happy or not, time marches on. The years rolled by. I got married and had a family, and that did not make the idea of upskilling or changing my job feel any more possible. There were demands on my time and people depending on me. This is as good as it gets, I would tell myself. It's too late to change now. Stick to what you know. It's a bad job market. You are too old to learn anything new. You are stuck. Deal with it. My situation got so bad, it was affecting not just mood at work, but my whole life. This was not the life I wanted, but change felt impossible. Your excuses are not facts, they are fear. So I continued to watch less talented and lazier engineers get promoted and move out of dead technologies with big opportunities and interesting projects. And it felt like my life was passing me by. It finally got bad enough that I knew I had to at least try to change. I reached the point where trying and failing was better than staying where I was. That choice to choose change was the turning point for me. Choosing between staying stuck and growth. I left mainframes, the only thing I have known for over a decade, and started fresh in cloud computing. It was not easy. I had to start from scratch, missing promotions and pay raises along the way. But I knew I would rather be a beginner in the right field than an expert in a dying one. My journey into the cloud was not a direct path. I collected different certs, not always sure which ones would take me the farthest, and I focused on finding opportunities to get hands-on experience. I did not go directly from legacy technology to being a SA at AWS. There were many intermediate steps in between, and it took me more time than I would care to admit. I wasted time and money on certifications I did not really need. Start small. Look for hands-on experience. I was motivated though, because I could see the dream ahead of me, and for the first time in a long time, I believed that eventually I could get there. I took on any project, no matter how small, and I made a ton of mistakes to the point where it was embarrassing at first. And honestly, those first few months were embarrassing. I did not start with the fancy AWS areas like serverless or machine learning right away. I started small, focusing on foundational tools like EC2, S3, and IAM. My first win came when I migrated a sample mainframe program to AWS, shifting from JCL to EC2. It was not flashy, but it worked, and that small success boosted my confidence, proving I was on the right track. When I landed my first proper cloud project, I felt genuinely excited about my work, which was totally new experience for me. And that spark of excitement grew with each project. My skills were not random anymore. They were compounding, creating a solid foundation. I was architecting the life I had always wanted. That's when I discovered something essential about cloud careers. You don't need a computer science degree or to be the smartest person in the room. What matters is understanding how to break down complex problems in a practical, proven way. Higher management started trusting me with more cloud projects. And finally, I got promoted as a cloud architect and eventually made it to Amazon as a solutions architect. Break down complex problems in practical ways. As you can see, my journey was long and not a straight climb. It took me years to get where I wanted to be, but that journey taught me more than a quick climb ever would have. And it allowed me to develop a system to learn and grow in cloud. A framework I wish I had when I started. Change is contagious. Making one positive change, no matter how small, inevitably leads to more changes. I had taken control of my destiny and the confidence it gave me. I made other changes like working on transforming my body. I now truly believe I could tackle any obstacle in front of me using the framework I had learned in my career transitions. I went from patching legacy systems to designing official AWS architectures. From a dying tech stack to principal solutions architect at AWS. From isolation and burnout to keynotes, global travel, and lifelong connections. From fumbling through cloud basics to best-selling author of cloud courses. From a shy, skinny kid to the strongest, clearest, and most grounded version of myself. The framework I developed has helped thousands of students change their lives by enhancing their careers. Thousands of students who thought they had every reason to fail. The truth is, you don't need a computer science degree to be a FANG architect. You need a roadmap and the right coach to help you focus your energy on the things that actually matter in getting the cloud job you want. If this resonates with you, if you are feeling stuck in a job that does not excite you, or you are doubting your potential, I want you to know you can break free, and I want to help you. Don't wait any longer to invest in yourself and give yourself the chance to have the future you want. If you are ready to take that first step, click the link in the description to join the waitlist for the next SA Bootcamp cohort. The hardest part is getting started. Avoid analysis paralysis. Don't let overthinking stop you. This could be the first step that changes everything.